Focus. Here's a bunch of eyes. Now what we're going to take a look at in these eyes, I just bought these eyes, and I have something more into this video, and there's a whole lot of stuff coming on right now. It's a whole lot of stuff, okay, coming on right now. Lots of stuff. Everything's starting to come down. When I began this project, and I was a lunatic and out of my mind, no one wanted to speak to me. It didn't matter what I said. I couldn't say anything that was actually straight, okay, or a long enough sentence that can explain anything, so no one wants to listen to you. And then when I finally could put two words together, I was telling people things that made no difference. Now I tell people things when they let me speak, that this might not change your life, but this is to understand how perfect the alphanumeric world is, that it was made for us, that it was made to fit on this paper. Were we made to work directly on these lines and between these lines? Or, see, when I drag a line 45 degrees, it goes here, it cuts it exactly and perfectly in half. But the real way, if you make a perfect star, you're drawing lengths through the lines, which is not perfectly on line. It seems that pixels work online, that matrix must work online. It cannot find that hypersense. So what it does is it makes three dots and it overlaps. It takes one here, and usually it's the angle, because here they can do it right. Here they can get it straight this way, and they can get it straight this way. The cross is perfectly aligned, but the minute you run on this angle, the pixelites offset. If you do it this way, you have the big ball in the center picking things up, because you have here, here, and here, and in here, the eye will come to where it finds the center. So when you have this, all of a sudden, you're going to have something in the center. See, there's a center here and a center here. Now there's a center here. But if I'm a little off here, it's going to miss something. So the camera is going to go back and forth and then draw in the actual picture. And that's why when you look at a picture, we look so perfect. Anyways, that's not really the actuality. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to show you the second part of this video. I went ahead and bought more eyes, and it's funny the way I'm putting eyes on everything, and Halloween is coming up. And I was at the dollar store before, and I saw a mother buying some candy and giving her kids oranges. I'm going like, I want an orange. So I went to the store and bought an orange for 69 cents. It weighed 3 times as much as the chocolate bar, and I'm 10 times more excited. This is the way this eye is together now. I thought these eyes would all come apart, but they're all stuck together. I have to cut them apart. So how many eyes do I have on here? Okay, if you take a look at the face, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th eye in the center. So if anybody wants to know how we get 6 that goes all the way around, well, here's 6. The 5 star and the eye in the center, and that's your 6. So why does 0 equal 6? I still don't know. At the same time, there's 4. We have 1 here. Excuse me, let me see this again. We have 1 up here, 1 down here, and then these 2. If these 2 are touching, these 2 cannot be touching, right? When we have this one over here, we have 5 around 1. Every eye is the same thing, but there's no other space. Can we put 6 around 1? If we put 6 exactly around each other, how close will these other shapes, these other circles come, or how far apart will they be, and what does it actually mean? What is the angle between here and here? That's 72, 72, 72. 5 times 72, 360, and 1 that connects to the 360. So if we take, say, 6 into 360, that's 60 each, but it's not 60 each because this one is in the center. The value of this one, the 360, this one gets what value? 360 on a time clock. Okay, 360 on a time clock is 1440 minutes. The actuality of the center is only 1/4. 364 times, 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times I went around. This is the 60 degrees, right? 5 times 6, 60 degrees, 360. Now I'm getting a little mixed up in my head. 360, this eye picks up 360. But the 772 degrees, but we have 360 in a day. which is 5 times 72 degrees. But it's still 360. But the clock goes around 1440 minutes for 360 degrees. That means on a 5-star, okay, at 72 degrees each, it's 4 times to equivalent to that. So how many eyes do we have on here? We're going to try to do it. We have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm going to take out these 6. I'm going to look at them. And on this side, right? On this side, I have 1, 2, 3, and we have 6. I have 12 total on here. So if I have 12 total on here, I want to show you inside that it's all connected to one more ball. There's 13 in here. 6, 6, and 1. 6, 1, 6. Now, I want to tell you what I was talking about. Now, I'm ready to tell you what I'm talking about. 6, 1, 6. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, 7 and 6. 7 times 6 equals 42. 7 plus 6 equals 13, and 42 equaling to a total of 55. 42 minus equals to 29. And if you're minus in the Pythagorean world, okay, all you do is minus the highest and the lowest numbers from each other. We never carry over. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 4 is 3. Altered current inside 29, the birth, in the liberty of 55, of the spirit of 76, and it is the half worlds because 1 sits in the center of 6, where 6 is in between. It is a different level. And when you tilt this on a 45-degree angle of 6, you end up with 1, 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels on this area over here. 4 levels, and your diameter, greatest diameter is right here, sitting on the cross. So we're going to drop this down again. And the greatest thing about this number is you will see 7 and 6. 1, this bottom one creates 1, 3, altered current. The top one creates 4, 2. The bottom one creates 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 created by 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The spirit of 76 brings you the gematria scale. The minus will bring you into the birth. What is your location? My location is 20, not 1020, but 920, because I am the birth inside the creation. We have 13 cards into a deck. When you add up these 13 cards altogether will equal to 91. In pull, it equals to a total 15 balls will equal to a total of 120 minus the 8 balls shared on both sides. 120. The lower part of this 13 and the high part, 1 through 6, equals to a total of 21. 1 through 7, the 7th one, will give you 28. So it's 21. And I stopped this video, and it's a long video. We have 1 through 6 equals to 21. This will say U, UG. This will be LG, ULG, lug, gull, seagull. Whatever that means, I don't know. I didn't bring it together. I can only do this in pieces and parts. I'm not from the Tetragrammatron or the world of mysticism, where this is where we're all going to work back to. But let's leave that out. 21, the cube. The chicken lays eggs for 6 days. 21. And then on the 7th day, it no longer lays. 28, the connection to the water world moon. 8 to 13 is 63. And 21 equals the total of 84 Pluto. And 7 equals 91 spirit. To create 63, we need 77, the Christ or the gateway, equaling to the green 8. That's what this represents. And 49, okay, equals to the value of 94, which is the value that brings you into Uranus. Half of 94 will give you 47. That is Jesus' time on the cross, which the reverse of 9 is 64. And 64 will create the DC world because of the mathematical equation that is 6 times 4, 6 plus 4. The also mathematical equation, 9 times 4, bringing the corners together, right? And putting 2, 4, 6, 8 in the center or the heart of the matter will actually give you 36 and 13, equal again to 49, altered current inside the electronics of Christ, minus electric company. Add it, we get 63, and again, 63 is also a relationship to 84, which is Pluto. 8 and 4, 6 times 6, 36 and 12, 360 degrees. Father, quarter life, half-life, and 7 and 6. One is a quarter life, one is a half-life. They are chopped in half. This represents Pluto and the sun. You minus it. It's the 9 lives of the cat of day, adding up 5 through 9, because 5, the value of FIVE is 42, and 9 is 42. 24 is the cat. It is the X, and it is the C position for creation. And everything creates from 1, 2, 3. After that, it is part of creation. 1 and 2 equals to 3, and 1 equals to 4, and 2 equals to 5, 5 and 4, the 9 birth. Everything has to start at the bottom. Now, if you want to get into the cards and how the cards work, I will do that in my next video. Let's get back to this relationship again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the spirit of 76, 1776, because that is your gateway. Why? Because that's what the words tell us. When we read the words, repeat these words, when the mysticism, or when we are the sheeple, and when we are moved in, they keep telling us Liberty 55, State Farm, the spirit of 76, stand for your and Zion, American-led, Zionist, led for the anthem. We are led into all these words, led, L-E-D, D-E-L, a numeric flashing light inside of us. Close your eyes, open your eyes, close your eyes, put pressure on your eyes. Unless you can get in there and see, unless you really believe that this is a reality and it exists, if you do not believe, it cannot exist. Nothing that you can believe can exist. If you want to believe and you try to believe and you get a headache and you speak and you work on it, things eventually will be understood to either A, you understand it and in your mind you accept it and it does exist, or you don't accept it and it will never exist. And if you leave the open door, one day there's a possibility that you will see within your own self that it does exist. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. I can lead the horse away from water and he will run back if he's thirsty. I can lead him to the water if he's willing to go, and he will drink. But he will not drink and will not go if his desire is to be the word. The horses are all stubborn, but the biggest stubborn is do not be the stubborn ass. A-C-E or A-S or A-S-S. Now, this is all a manipulation of words that I speak with you, okay? I went out and got more eyes today because I'm putting eyes all over my apartment so you can bring out all the painted animals, 1 by 1 and 2 by 2. Raphael, 7286, in a constellation of Pegasus. May you all be blessed with a better understanding if the desire is in your heart. Thank you for watching this video.